Hey guys, Ben from KCT here, home of the gun and gear reviews you can use. And so I just wanted to go ahead and take a quick look at some of the things that I've done for the AK platform that have really kind of improved my quality of life with it. Now, when we talk about the AK, we think about, an eye-watering amount of socialism and other great things like that. But the first thing, of course, I do when I get an AK is the same thing every American does when they get a hold of something, and that's to change it to make it more American. So, without further ado, I want to just go through a couple things around my build here as far as the AK that make working around its controls and things like that a little bit easier. So we'll start at the front. I was going to start at the back because in Soviet Russia, gun actually reviews you, but I don't want to be too gimmicky. So let's start with the front here. Right here we have a muzzle brake, and this is from HFD2. I think the new ones that they have out now are a little bit different, but those guys are absolutely awesome. Frank, the owner of the company, makes some really, really good products, very smartly designed products, and this muzzle brake is pretty darn good. It's a little bit longer than I would necessarily like for my tastes, but I can't argue with the effectiveness. It does also have a nice kind of crenellated edge there for anything that you need to do to hit things with. Yeah, it's just a really good overall brake. The first time I fired it with the AK, and also I had one for I threw it a blackout, I thought the gun had misfired. I thought that the gun had not gone off. The recoil control is that good. So if you're looking for a great muzzle device, I would check those guys out. So moving back, of course, we have the Magpul Zukov furniture. I really like this because it's a lot longer than the Mo furniture that they had out there, and gives you a lot more room to hold the gun. And I mean, it's just cool. Come on now. So it's kind of hard to see here, but underneath these rail covers and underneath this red dot here, we have an Ultimac rail, and for me, that was the best mounting solution for any kind of optic. It was a nice rock solid mount, and it really kept things in line with the barrel and everything. You didn't have to worry about putting the scope mount and everything on the side, adding more weight. So it is a great, great product. Definitely recommend that as well if you're looking to mount a light or optic or anything like that to your AK. Go check them out. Of course, underneath we have the commbloc vertical grip there for the Zukov furniture. I did have the angled foregrip, the commbloc version that Magpul has, and it was way too small. I just didn't like it. This one is actually out far enough to clear the magazine, so you go ahead and eject those. So it does work quite well as far as being able to go ahead and hold that and not have to worry about running to the magazine. So from there, we obviously have the Magpul rail covers. Those are always great, wonderful, those two-piece designs, the XTMs. And then further back, we have the Adaball red dot. And it is, I think it's a 4 MOA red dot, but it's just good. It's perfect for the AK. It's just nice and low. So you can see there, it's very, very easy to look through, nice and low profile. And, it's just been a quality unit. I've tested it on 12 gauge, running nothing but slugs through it, and it's worked wonderful. So if you're looking for a great red dot, again, Adaball, the company that makes that, is a great company to deal with. And it's just a regular push button unit. There's just one push button on the side here to activate it, then you hold it and it will go right back off. It's not a shake weight or anything like that. But yeah, I quite like it. So moving back from there, we have just a little sling mount there, and that's actually the old school Mo handguard sling mount that Magpul makes. And it works because if you look at the other side, that slot there is small enough you can actually get the Mo in there. You can get actually behind it and put in that locking plate there, and you're able to lock that right in. And over all the years I've had this, it's never walked out. It's never been loose, come free, or anything like that. So I mean, it's solid in my book. So moving on here, we have the magazine, and so it's overbuilt. I mean, there's no one that can argue that this isn't a big, chunky magazine, but it just works. It's perfect. You know, they're a pain to load, but I mean, you can say that about a lot of magazines. These things have just been absolutely bomb-proof. I love them. The U.S. Palm, I know they're kind of going in and out of production. U.S. Palm's had some things going on, but definitely check them out. They make a great magazine there. You can see from the polymer that's worn in a little bit, there's the steel locking lug there for locking that in there. So they actually have a steel cage in there to assist with the loading magazine into the gun. Same thing up here. There's a metal lip, steel lip there to help you go ahead and load that in there. So nothing plastic up there, and a lot of people complain about polymer mags breaking and things like that. Rob Ski can definitely tell you, he's done some pull-ups on magazines. If you want somebody to torture test an AK, Rob will do it. And I know he's had some problems with that with a lot of the plastic. He went to mag pull for polymer magazines, but these I don't really like using the metal surplus magazines. They're just they don't strike me. As anything I really care to use when there's so many other options out. So I would prefer something like this with US Palm versus like a steel or a waffle or something like that. So main magazine I do use in the AK, and it's been wonderful. It's been reliable. It's been great. So if you're looking for a good one, there you go. So when we talk about quality of life improvements, one of the things that people I think really struggle with, or at least I do, is the paddle of the magazine release for the AK platform. And I don't really have super long hands, nice piano player fingers, nothing too mil-spec there to reach the paddle. And so for a lot of times for me, it's not super easy to get that magazine out of there. And when I went to go ahead and make my little product improved AK, one of the things I looked into was something that would kind of give me an edge for those reloads. And this is it right here. And that, I believe it's Command Arms Accessories, and it is their AK enhanced mag release. So it's got like a pocket on either side for you to press, and you press it, it lets you activate that paddle. It just slides right over that paddle and allows you to go ahead and use that with either hand, either side. So left-handed, the same thing. You go ahead, push that forward. The other nice thing about that is you can also still use a portion of it as a traditional paddle to go ahead and pull the magazine out, because there is an extra lip right here. And so that's kind of nice, because if you want to use the traditional paddle type release on an AK, you can. The other thing that's nice is if you are going to be that person who's maybe seen or played a lot of Call of Duty or other games like that, where you do those tactical mag changes to knock out your old magazine, or you're just that operator, by pressing this and pushing it in like it's ready to go, when you strike this, it comes right out. So you can look so operator, so Ninja Comp 5 mag. Well, it's unbelievable how fast you can go. High speed death machine material all the way. To be serious, guys, I think it's a really, really good thing, and it really helped me with the AK platform, because you're going to need to reload a gun at some point in time. And if you can't do it effectively and you can't do it in a timely fashion, you're probably in trouble somewhere there. So anyways, I think that this is a really, really great thing. I mean, it's maybe like 15, 20 bucks. Put on the gun, just installs right over the paddle with a set screw and locks it right in, so you can take it right off if you ever need to. If you don't want to show the AK purists and stuff like that, Brandon Herrera comes in your room and is looking around your bedroom for your AKs, you can take it off to pretend that you're not that guy that needs help with the reloads. But seriously, guys, it is a great piece of gear if you are having some problems with the reloads there, or just want something a little bit more positive. I would definitely go ahead and take a look at that. So moving a little bit further back, we have the LG trigger with the lightning bow. Now, I'm sure that you guys have already seen this. It's kind of old hat. I really thought that the ALG was going to be a huge improvement, and it's nice and light. mean, this is real nice and light. Nice clean reset. It's good. It's good. I mean, if you're looking for a good trigger for the AK, it's probably one of the only games going in terms of what you see for that price point. However, this gun, which is a Wasser, I'm thinking it came with a Tabco G2 trigger, and that was out of the box almost as good as the LG. So you spend money on this, and I wanted to check out the enhanced triggers there for it. So I do like the ALG. I'm happy that I got it. However, if you are thinking of getting one, if you have somebody who's got one of these already, I would definitely try that. Like if you have a G2 trigger in your gun, especially like a single hook, something that's really easy to disengage that hammer, I would definitely check on that first, because you might save yourself some money by, if you find out that it's just a hair better than what you have right now in the gun, it may be wise to skip that, move on to something else, and save some money for ammo and training, of course. Yeah, ammo and training. So, but anyways, I'm glad that I got it. So definitely no regrets there. It's just something that the Tabco models are pretty good. I know I think Tabco is going out of business right now, so definitely if you can, smoke them while you got them. So yeah, but I really love the lightning bow shape, both curved and straight kind of thing. So again, it is a good trigger. So definitely not trying to trash on that. Definitely something that's worth a look. One of the big things that was a problem for me, and of course a problem for many people, is the safety on the AK. And for a gun that's designed to have little commie peasant hands and things like that, I just could not get the safety of this gun down at all. It was literally having to sweep with like my middle finger and then get back on the trigger, which, okay, great. That's it's a way to do it. But I really wanted something that was more positive and more within the wheel well of me and my tiny hands. So the Krebs enhanced safety was it was it. And so basically, if you've not seen one of these before, number one, what are you doing watching my video? Go watch somebody like Brandon or Rob Ski or somebody like that. They'll have way more better AK content for you. But if you've never seen this, instead of having to reach up here and activate that safety, you can go ahead with your index finger, or at least I can on mine, sweep that down, and I go right back onto fire control. Now, is it as good as, let's say, an AR safety? No, because with an AR, you don't have to worry about getting back into the trigger guard to get back on fire. You're doing everything with your left thumb. But for an AK, I mean, that's it right there. It's a little bit harder to put back on safe, but my theory is with a gun, you should be able to bring it into action fast. So that means coming off safe quickly and then going back onto safe. That should be something that can take a little bit of time. So if you look at like a shotgun or anything like that with a crossbolt safety, those are quick to engage. They're quick to get the gun into action. But to put the back on safe, you actually have to do a little bit of thinking because the way that they're designed. So definitely no problems there. I definitely really enjoy the Krebs product. It was one of those things that it just added so much product improvement and an enhanced sort of quality of life improvement with this gun. And of course, with something like that, you can actually just, when you swing it up, just kind of leave your finger where it is, and then you just take that right off of safe. So at least that's what I do. And it's just this and the magazine release, the Command Arms, really put this gun back together for me. All the rest of the stuff I could lose tomorrow and not really care. But those two things really were the bread and butter of making this gun fit for me. So if you're looking at your AK and you've got a hard selector, things like that you have a hard time getting, definitely look at the Krebs product. It is great. I think you can get them at also Circle 10 AK with Luke Williams. They've got a ton of stuff up there for AKs. So definitely check them out. Awesome guys. Just want to give them a quick shout out there. And then lastly, we have the stock here, and of course, there's a separate video on the Strike Industries adapter, so I won't kind of go through everything here. But it does do what I need it to do. It allows me to mount a retractable AR type stock, and it also gives me the 2 sling swivels that I need for mounting a sling. Of course, matching that up with that bow sling mount up front. So basically, it would be a QD in the back, and then just a regular tear clip or something like that up in the front. And yeah, that is good to go. So with this completely collapsed, it is about the same length. It is about the same length as the Zukov itself when it's fully collapsed. So you're not really getting anything shorter. If you want to do a shorter, you want to use like a traditional car stock where the back is open, as opposed to the Mo stock there, which has the rubber butt plate there. And order like one of the Strike Industry stocks where they have it so you can collapse it down on the buffer tube. But again, I've had this stock for about 10 years, and it's probably be with me for another 10, I'll be honest. Sensationalist videos aside, it is really, really a good stock, and I'm very happy to actually have this here on my AK, because it's one of those things that I want my AK to be pretty bomb proof, and this is something that I'm not worried about, the different adjustments and things like that, braking or cheek risers or any crap like that. So it works out really, really well. Again, go check out the video there on the actual stock adapter, get a little bit more information on that. And then lastly, we'll go back down here to the Mo AK Plus, and I think, let's see here, it might be Mo, yep, so it's AK Plus. So it's not the K or anything like that, so it's the regular standard grip angle there with the added texturing there with the rubber grip. Of course, mine's painted, so it doesn't have all that stuff available to my hand, but I do really like this. I like the little thumb grooves right here on both sides. Make it very, very nice to grip. Same thing with your index finger there. It's just an all-around good product. It's got storage in there, so I can hold batteries for the optic and everything else like that. Normally, I would also have a white light on this, but right now, with everything going on, I've moved a lot of my stuff over to all my ARs, because those are the guns I'm most proficient in, and those are the guns that I would go to as far as needing some sort of defensive weapon. Obviously, I have no problem using the AK. I definitely like the gun, but so I said, hey, go grab something, AK or AR, if there's something bad happening. Definitely go ahead and grab that AR, and then come back for this. So, other than that, guys, the guts are stock. It's in the standard bolt and carrier and all that. Nothing's changed. I mean, it's an AK. Why? You're not going to change that anyways. It does have that weird scope mount on the side, but obviously nothing mounted on there. And yeah, other than that, just standard Wasser 10 30 cal rifle, and yeah, so that's what I use and that's what I run there. So, guys, I want to thank you for tuning in here and checking out the AK with me and the product of life improvements. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I could do individual videos on any of these specific things that you see. Obviously, we've already got that stock video out there, so that's good. And so let me know what you want to see, and I will keep on making it. So, wanted to take a quick moment and kind of say thank you to all the people that are out there that are training, that are teaching people the right way, that are getting people into shooting, and doing it with a mindset that is relatable and understandable. I'll make it a real quick story, but I train a lot with MBFI, and Trek, the instructor there and the owner. We were talking one day, and he had said something about, if you take new people out there, you explain everything, and you go through all the gun safety rules, and they're still not confident. He had said something like, if you're not confident at the end of all this, all I can do at this point is refund your money and have you go home and have you practice and train and do what you need to do. So when you come back here, you're confident in what you want to do. That's such an open-minded thing. I really appreciate that he said that, especially in a training environment, because I think there's a lot of the whole macho, oh my god, oh I got this, oh whatever, and it can be, kind of intimidating for people that go out there their first few times to see how this stuff works. And instead of saying, well, you gotta feel some way, or I want you to be acting a certain way, at the class, and it may be counterintuitive to how you are. He was very very objective about this. Some people that are not ready for something like that, and maybe need to go and shoot your gun a few thousand more times to get on that. So I just want to say that thanks to Trek for saying things like that, because especially myself, who brought a lot of newer shooters into the game, where you see people that are just not maybe confident, letting them know, hey, this is going to feel weird. This is going to be something that you might flinch. It's loud. It's whatever. Um, if you're not comfortable with it, let's do something that makes you comfortable. So I like that mindset, as opposed to trying to shoehorn somebody in or railroad them into training or anything like that maybe beyond their speed. So, anyways, guys, I will stop rambling. Definitely thank you for checking out this video. I will also be putting up a June channel update video here before too long. Just kind of letting everybody know where we are, and obviously taking some requests there. So, guys, check out everything underneath there. I will have all the things pinned in the comments below. You'll have our website, links to the syndicate, which is where you get discount codes and things like that. Free product from companies for placing an order. And yeah, check us out on Instagram, Kinetic Concepts Tactical. Same thing on Twitter, same thing on Facebook. Yeah. All right. Catch you the next time. Peace.